Hey friends, Mrs. McNeil here. Today we're going to learn about perspective, specifically discussing foreground, middle ground, and background when we're drawing an image. So go ahead and let's gather a few things. You're going to need a pencil with an eraser. You might need a ruler, but you're definitely going to need paper and some colors as well. So go ahead and gather your items and let's get started.
Alright friends, so when we're talking about space, we are talking about a lot of different things. We're not talking about outer space. We're talking about the space in which we exist. So when we're looking at this image right here, we see a few different things. We have the things that are closest to us, and that's called the foreground. We have things that are kind of in the middle, and they're kind of close. We can still see a lot of details, and that's our middle ground. And then we have our background, and that's when things are really far away and we can't really see many details. And then we have something called the horizon line. That's this line right here. That's our space between the ground and our sky. So we're going to be drawing and practicing how to draw foreground, middle ground, and background today. So go ahead and get your papers ready. You're going to probably want a pencil. And when we do this, you know, just keep in mind that this is just practice. So for our foreground, that's the things closest to us. We're going to start with that. And I'm going to be drawing, we're going to think of like a hilly scene, and you can draw this for anything. Again, you might want to consider using your pencil for this. So I'm going to be drawing our foreground, thinking of something right here, and I'm going to be drawing a tree that comes out of this. So this is, I'm thinking of a nice hilly, fun, like landscape kind of looking thing. So I'm going to draw my tree, and I'm going to draw it really big. So I did my trunk, and I'm going to do my tree that it gets wider as it comes down, and it gets skinny up here. Kind of doing my nice zigzag line. Alright, and now I'm going to continue this line of my foreground to the edge of my paper. So with this tree, I can see lots of details. If I wanted to do a little bird in here, a little squirrel, whatever you want, you could put it right here, and I can see all of my details. I can see grass, I can see individual blades of grass, I can see flowers. I can see all of this in my foreground. So when you're doing our foreground, those are the things that are closest to us, and they are the biggest in our paper. Notice how much space my foreground actually just took up when we drew it. Now, the next thing we're going to draw is we're going to be drawing our middle ground, and it's going to come and it's going to exist somewhere in the middle between our foreground and our background. So this is our foreground. The next piece we're going to draw is our middle ground. And I'm going to draw a line that kind of comes out of here, and I'm going to draw another tree, but this one is going to be smaller. Not super small, but definitely smaller. So I'm going to be drawing again my trunk. Notice how much smaller it is already. And probably something about this big. Kind of using my zigzag lines. Going up. This tree is smaller, even though it might be the same size. Now, I can't really see the details of this one. I can see some. I can't see individual blades of grass. I can see shadows and things like that, which is great. But I can't really see as many details. So we've got our foreground, we've got our middle ground, and now we have to do our background. And a lot of times with our background, that is defined by a horizon line. That's this line way back here. And I'm drawing it behind my things, and I'm going to draw a bunch of little trees right here. So I'm going to kind of skip that little space, and this is my horizon line. And my sky belongs up here. And now we're going to draw a bunch of little tiny trees. They're way far away. I can barely see them. Okay, I'm kind of drawing little like zigzaggy triangles. I can't really see them. Okay, and I could draw a whole bunch of them, but I'm probably going to stop right there. Alright, good. See how much smaller they got? And I kind of continue that horizon line back here behind this. I'm thinking of it like a little forest. So now, this is my foreground, my middle ground, my background, this is my horizon line, and this is my sky. And there's so many different ways that you can use this, and it creates a really cool space where you have things really up close with our pieces. So go ahead and practice. Go ahead and practice this, and good luck, or have fun in doing this. All right? Good job, friends.